Today I'm going to be sharing my recipe for sourdough walnut raisin bread. We're going to start by adding 1 cup of lukewarm water to a large mixing bowl. I'm going to add 1/8 of a cup of olive oil and 1/8 of a cup of honey. Now this is a slightly sweet loaf, but it is so delicious. I think that this is quite possibly the perfect sourdough bread for making toast or French toast because the flavor is so good. I guess through the baking process, the walnuts and the raisins, all the flavors meld together and it just melts in your mouth. So delicious. But yes, it is a bit of a sweet loaf. Now for this loaf, I'm going to be combining a part of freshly milled flour and a part of kamut all-purpose flour, because I mentioned in an earlier video, somehow I forgot that I had a 25-pound bag of kamut flour in storage. And when I found it, I said, well, I have to use this. I'm not going to let it go to waste, obviously. So I've been feeding my sourdough starter with it and adding it to a few of my bread products. So that being said, I did add a cup of active and bubbly sourdough starter. I fed this yesterday and put it in the fridge once it got active. And I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoons of salt, and then it's 3 cups of flour all together. So you're just going to mix this up. It's a soft dough, and we are going to take the dough out and put on a lightly floured surface. And this is where we're going to add our walnuts and raisins. So this will be a 1 rise, which I'm always doing. You all know that. I don't do a lot of first rise, second rise. It just seems simpler to do it this way. I know it's not technically right, and I could get much better results doing it the other way. But as you'll see in the end, this bread turns out incredible. And so I'm quite happy with it this way. So we're just going to roll this out and sprinkle the walnuts and the raisins on it. And then we're going to kind of fold it a lot so that those ingredients get distributed throughout the entire dough. And then once we get it like that, we're going to shape it and build some tension, put it in a banneton basket, and we're going to let it rise for 4 to 6 hours or until it is puffy. You'll be able to feel that it has air in it and that it is ready to go. put mine in a proofing box because it was a chilly day here, and it rose a little quicker, probably about 4 hours. Then I'm going to put a Dutch oven in the oven and preheat it to 450 degrees. Here is the dough, quite puffy, as you can see. I am using a bread sling. I'll leave a link for these. These are so nice. It keeps you from having to use so much parchment paper. So there it is, beautiful risen dough. You can see the raisins, you can see the walnuts, so beautiful. Now to score it, I'm just going to do something simple like I always do. I like to do like a half moon shape and then do something for decoration. You know, I talked about this earlier, earlier this week, but the scoring is kind of subjective. It doesn't have to be done, but I think that's one of the funnest parts of making sourdough bread, and so I always try to do a little scoring. Now we're going to put it in the oven with the lid on for 20 minutes. Then we're going to take the lid off and we're going to bake it for an additional 15 minutes, and it will be all ready. And look at this bread. It is so good. And I'm telling you, the flavor of this bread is incredible. So let me show you the inside of the bread. I have to say, we went crazy with this. We ate it all way too fast. And look at all those raisins, the walnuts. Absolutely delicious. Makes a really nice grilled cheese. I know that sounds crazy, but it does. Really nice grilled cheese. If y'all make this, please tag me over on Instagram or send me a Facebook message. I love seeing the recipes as y'all make them, and we'll see you on the next video.